Good day everyone, I'm Miss Winona Princess Amnesito, a student who is from Our Lady of Fatima. And today I will be transferring the patient from bed to chair and also from bed to stretcher. So in this procedure, I will ensure that the patient is safe, and at the same time, we are going to make sure that the patient is comfortable and free from any injury while doing the procedure. So first we are going to review the patient's medical record and also the patient care plan so that we can ensure that the patient, if the patient has any condition that may influence the procedure, and as well if the patient has any physical limitation, and we are doing reviewing it so that we will know if it's the correct patient and if it's the correct procedure. After that, we are going to check if there is any ID diagnostic in the area, and also I will also going to check if there is any powder equipment in the area so that we can prevent injury and prevent altering the procedure. And after that, we are also going to check the patient's mobility. So do you have any difficulty moving, sir? Do you feel pain when you're moving? So if the patient doesn't have any of that, and now for the patient handling algorithm, he will be being assisted, sir, or being prepared just independently moving the chair. So if the patient prepare being handled and being assisted, and after that, we are now going to do a 19 to prevent further microorganism and also put on PPE for the patient safety protocol. And after that, we are going to identify the patient. So, okay, kami sila natin magkakaroon dito is for Our Lady of Fatima, and we will be assisting. May I please respond, sir? So it seems like you're assisting the right patient. So what's your name, sir? And what's your birthday, sir? Okay, so it is very right. And after that, we are going to explain the patient the procedure. So sir, I'll be helping you comfortably be transferred from the bed to the chair. Okay, sir? Now the patient will be knowledge and know what to expect. And after that, what we're going to do, we're going to provide the patient with privacy. Okay, you're providing the patient privacy so the patient don't feel any uncomfortability, and make sure there is a safe parking and no equipment that will interfere for us to facilitate the patient from the chair. Okay, after that, we are now going to lower the bed as much as possible. And after that, we are going to make sure to raise the patient's head as much as the patient to elevated into a given position. Okay, here I'm going to elevate the area. Okay, area. So since the patient is already in the position, okay, since the patient is already in the sitting position, what we are going to do now is we are going to lock the brakes, okay, to prevent the movement of the bed, and also we are going to lock the brakes of the chair as well, so to promote stability and prevent the patient from having any injuries. And after that, we are going to assess the patient to encourage the patient is patient independent and to lessen the strain of our back. We are going to encourage the patient to hold on into a T-rail, okay? Sir, can you please hold on to a rail or stand as it's straight, okay? And move here, move here to the elevator, okay? So since the patient is already near to the area, now what we are going to do is we are going to position ourselves, and you can use the word barriers as necessary, okay? So we are going to make sure that our shoulder and feet are width apart, and also we are going to flex our hips and also our knees. So we are doing this so that our greatest gravity will be centered in the patient greatest weight, okay? So our other foot is near the other patient's other front of the foot is the patient, and the other one is near the elbow. And after that, we are doing this, we are now going to assist the patient to swing his foot over the bed, okay? So by that, we are going to assist the patient now. Okay, sir, I am going to assist your trunk and after your shoulder, okay? Okay, the gravity of the patient is to be lowered, and at the same time, we are now going to, by that, we are going to, before continuing, we are going to let the patient go to the and also we are going to assess the patient's balance. So, do you feel any dizziness, sir? Okay, if the patient doesn't feel any dizziness, this verify that the patient doesn't have any orthostic hypotension or any injuries. And after that, we are going to over the patient, and remember, sitting position also facilitate the patient to be time to the chair, and also detox the patient's circulatory system to be addressed, okay? After that, we are now going to offer the patient a also a non-skilled footwear, okay? So, sir, I'm going to offer you a roll for 150. Okay? And after offering the patient the roll, we are going to offer the patient speaker, okay? We are doing this to prevent the patient from falling, and after that, we are now going to put the guide cloth for us to be able to easily box the patient, okay? So sir, I'm going to do the guide cloth now with the patient. And after that, we are just going to position ourselves to smoothly assist the patient. Exactly earlier, our hip and also our shoulders should be width apart, and that's our knee and also our hip. And after that, we are now going to assist the patient. Now we are going to assist the patient to move to the left. I will get a assist to move to the left. until the patient touches the foot, and this time our foot should be outside the patient foot. And now we're going to have the patient stand, but before that, if the patient have any extremity, remember the patient support is returning to prevent the patient from rocking and falling. But since the patient doesn't have any that, we're now going to have the patient stand by rock and forward. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, it is using you did that using our leg, not our back. Okay? Now we're going to train the patient. And let the patient move until the patient feels that your continuous foot, and after that we are doing this while resting still and moving the patient. Can you use your arm to facilitate the chair strip? Okay? Okay. Then now we are doing the since the patient is already at the chair, make sure that the patient is aligned up to the back, and also do you want in this we're going to ask the patient to want me to remove the guide block. So you can say the patient that you want to remove it. So remember that the guide block can also help us to return the patient back to the bed. So after that, we are just going to offer the patient call bell for assistance. Okay, here's the call bell, sir. Then after that, we are also going to assist the patient. Here's the call bell, sir. And after the call bell, we are going to offer the patient a blanket for warm and pharmacy. Okay. And after that, we are going to clean the facility, transfer it. Especially if it's not intended to physical person. Okay. So after cleaning the area, we are now going to remove our gloves and do A19 and remove our PP. Now we are going to transfer the patient from the bed to the stretcher. And like that, we are going to do the same procedure as earlier, review the patient's medical chart, and also check the IV fluid and equipment on the side if there is anything. Since we already did that, we are not going to do that anymore. And also the patient immobility and the algorithm of the patient, we already know all of that, so we are not going to do it again. So, we are going to do A19. Provide blood of microorganism, put of TBD, and after that, we already identified the patient earlier. Now we are just going to explain the procedure now. So here I will have you comfortably transfer from the bed to the stretcher. So after that, we already explained the patient procedure, know that the patient have knowledge and more relaxed and know what to do. And after that, what we are going to do is we are going to provide the patient a privacy. Okay. We are going to provide the patient a privacy, and also we are going to ensure that the bed height is the same height as the stretcher, and at the same time we are going to lower the patient and bed as much as the patient can tolerate it, so that we can easily transfer the patient. Okay, after that we are now going to do before putting the bed back to the patient, we are going to lower the side gate. Okay, so that we can easily transfer the patient and move the patient in middle to this side. Okay, and after that we are now going to put a bed blanket to the patient to facilitate warmth and privacy. Okay. Then after that, I will check the and after that I will check if there is any friction in the sheet of the area. Since there is already food, we are not going to do that anymore. Usually the friction in the sheet helps the patient to be transferred properly. So we are going to ask the patient to move his hands together and also put his feet on the area. Okay. After that, so that we can easily transfer the patient. And after that we are what we are going to do is we are going to put the stretcher near the bed so that we can easily transfer the patient. And after that, what we are going to do, usually this activity is facilitated by 3 nurses, but since I don't have anyone to assist me, I'm just going to do it by myself. So usually the other nurse should be on the other side, and there should be 2 nurses near the stretcher. Okay, for coordination. And after that, what we are going to do is we are going to put back the patient on the side. Okay. Okay, so that we can put the transport device on the patient. Okay, sir. Okay. Then usually the other nurse will be helping me and hold the patient so that the patient can go up to the bed. So assume that there is another room in this area that will facilitate the patient. Okay, after that we are now going to put the transport board. So the transport board help us to easily transfer the patient to the other side and also to use our workload. Okay, after that we are now going to put back the patient in the area. Okay, and after that we are going to hold the bed, the stretcher rather. Okay. Near the patient. And okay, after that, usually the other nurse on the side will be holding the patient sheet on the chest area and also to the head, while the 2 nurses on this area near the stretcher will be holding the head, also the chest. I'll be holding the head and also the chest, while the other one will be holding the chest only and also the leg. So if the other nurse on the other side will signal us, now we're going to pull the patient to the other side of the bed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. We're going to pull the patient to the other side of the bed. Okay. Okay. Since we already pull the patient to the other side of the bed, usually the other nurse on the other side Usually, the other nurse to the other side will push the patient from the bed to the will push the patient from the bed to the stretcher. Okay. And also the nurse will take off the transport bag. Okay. Now the nurse will take off the transport bag. Okay. Now the nurse will take off the transport bag on this side, and after that, since the patient is already at the stretcher, we're going to ensure that the patient is in the right area. And we are going to raise the side waist, okay? Raise the side waist. And after that, we are now going to get another blanket. We're going to get the blanket. And for the patient privacy, we are going to put it to the patient. Okay? And we are going to remove the underneath. But remember, we are not going to remove the patient needles sheet because it is going to help us to return the patient to the bed. Okay? And after that, we are now going to clean the area and also clean the transfer aid that we have used. Okay? The transfer aid that we have used. Okay? And after cleaning the area, we are also going to remove gloves and also do hand hygiene. Just like what we always do. So if we clean the area, wash around and remove our PPE.